computer. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm with Alessandra Amico Jones, a beautiful EFT practitioner. Alessandra, welcome, welcome, welcome to today's informal conversation.
Thank you.
I would love for you to, I just kind of gave it away, EFT practitioner, but if you could tell me a little bit about what does EFT mean, some people might not be familiar with, and what do you do?
Okay, so EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and is also known as tapping because it's a technique that you do by just tapping on different parts of your body. Tapping is a very powerful technique. It's very simple, but it's very, very powerful because it helps us relieve stress from our body and from our mind. And it's been both scientifically proven with proper experiments, to check the amount of cortisol there is on our bloodstream before and after doing tapping. And it has been scientifically shown that it decreases dramatically after you do tapping. So it really helps us release stress and feel better about ourselves. I tend to work with adults and children as well, helping adults relieve stuff from the past that they might be stuck in, maybe negative situations that might have happened. With tapping, I help them get rid of it and detach. And for children, I help them, if they have suffered trauma, help them with that. But normally with children, I help them just manage their own emotions. And, these big things the kids don't really know what to do with, this anger or these worries, that maybe presents might raise a tummy ache and they don't really know what it is. So I teach them this technique to take charge of themselves and to be happier.
Beautiful. Do they need to be a certain age, kids, or?
I tend to work with kids from 6 years old to 12. That's my favorite age range.
Okay. And you're also a published author. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, I have my book. I'm gonna quickly show it to you. This is
Oh,
my
I
book.
love it. I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you. It's
Yes.
got The Magic Within You and is a book for children about EFT tapping. It shows kids how to practice the technique so that they can practice anytime they want on their own or with their parents. And at the end, there is a section for adults that gives more adult information about the technique itself. So
Oh,
it's a
that's so
great tool.
beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Alessandra. Let's share. I don't normally ask, well, we're both two Italians in the UK. Can you
Yeah.
share a little bit about that?
Oh, I love living in the UK. I've moved here 20 years ago. It's gonna be 21 in September, and I love it. I know the summer is not exciting as in Italy, and a lot of things are different, but I really love living here. I feel the life is I don't know. People are there's less bureaucracy, first of all. In Italy, there's so much bureaucracy, and you just lose the will of living in Italy sometimes with all of that. And I really like living here. Kind of for me, I felt like when I moved here, I started my life again, and I was freer to be whoever I wanted without the restriction of the Italian mentality and stuff. So I love living here. I really love it.
Beautiful, beautiful. And how do you use EFT with your own children? Can you share how old your children are and how is this helping you and them?
Yeah, so I have two boys. One is 10 years old and the other one is 5. It's gonna be 6 on Monday, so 5.5, let's say. And I basically do it with them mainly before going to bed. So in general, just to give you the stresses of the day. We don't even have to tap on anything specific, just tapping, and it relaxes them and they love it before going to bed. That's our favorite thing to do together. Or if something comes up specifically and they have a worry, they know that they can come to me and they say, "Mommy, can we do some tapping?" So we do tapping together. And yeah, it's very easygoing, very relaxing. And my kids, I don't know if they're lazy, but they like when I do it on them. They like when I tap on their faces. They don't like
Oh,
doing it themselves. I don't know. I think it's because we often do it when they are in bed before they fall asleep, so they find it really relaxing like that. So they prefer when I tap on them. So that's absolutely fine. You can do that, or the child can tap on themselves. That's fine. But yeah, it's a really great tool for them to know. They know that they can just do that, and it makes them feel better. So they are aware of that, and I think it's amazing. It's a good knowledge to have from a young age.
That's beautiful. I didn't know you could tap for them. So especially maybe if they're 2, 3 years old, it's a bit easier to just do the
Yeah.
tapping for them. I
Yeah.
know I love tapping, absolutely adore it. But sometimes if you're in places where you cannot really do that, let's say I'm going to the beautician is going to be painful, or I go to the doctor is going to be, I just do that and I say, just going to tap because it's going to help me
Absolutely.
release
Yeah.
the pain. And they
Yeah.
say,
You
yes,
can
yes,
even
go ahead and tap.
Yeah. You can even massage the area. So for example, you can even just do that. If you don't want to tap, you can just massage or even just press the point. That is sufficient to activate the pressure points.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Alessandra, we're here today. I'd love for you to share. We're talking about the money making VIP day experience, and I would love you to share how are you feeling before, in terms of your relationship with your business, your relationship with money, your relationship with yourself as well, before meeting in person for the money making VIP day.
Yeah, so I've had this idea that I have huge money blocks. Always had this idea because family history and stuff. I always like I have huge money blocks. I can't get over them. I need someone to help me and support me. And then when we worked together, that's exactly what you did. You helped me and supported me, understanding my own view about money, not my family view, what I actually think inside of me of money. So the meditation that we did together, the money meditation that was brilliant, and the cutting cord as well, that was emotional. I actually cried, and it was very, very powerful to understand that I have my own view of money, regardless of my family. I have my own view.
Beautiful. Everybody cries if you're listening, but then everybody has a lot of empowerment as well.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
a
yeah.
good
No,
cry is a good release.
good cry.
Thank you for sharing that. And how did you feel, when we met in person? How was that as opposed to maybe a Zoom meet? I mean, I do a lot of Zoom meet. Everything is on Zoom these days. But how did you feel about that personal touch?
That is lovely. I love meeting people, and I love Zoom, but Zoom at the end of the day is a screen. I'm looking at you and at me in a screen. So meeting in real person in real life is always more powerful. And you get a feel of the person as well, how tall they are. You can't tell that from Zoom. So it was lovely, and you were so kind because I had a couple of issues in my traveling, and you just waited for me. You were there, ready to welcome me when I arrived. So it was really lovely. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So the money making VIP days, it's a lot about money, right? How do you feel even after what I say, just one day together, your relationship with money shifted? What do you feel?
Sorry, can't swallow. If I feel more empowered, and I feel that money is always been there, but I always felt it very far. But now it feels a little bit closer and more real, and the fact that I could achieve those results feels more real to me after working together.
Beautiful. And in terms of the relationship with yourself, in relationship to maybe let's call it spirituality, did anything shifted for you or not?
Well, I'm already quite spiritual, but I think that sometimes I lack self-belief, and working together, I'm starting to big up my self-belief, making it working on that more, and really allowing myself to believe in myself more, because that's very, very important. Because if you believe in yourself, then other believe in yourself as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So, if we can talk without giving too much away, what was your biggest ahas or realization? I know you said the relationship with money for you as opposed to your family. I call it money karma drama, by the way, and we all have some family money karma drama. But aside from that, was there any other ahas for you that you thought, oh, I didn't know this about myself, or I didn't know
Yeah.
this about money?
Yeah, I love when we worked at the beginning about the with the archetypes. And I had three archetypes, and two of them I was like, yeah, I know, I see myself in that. But then the third one, I was like, oh wow, oh yes, that is me. But there is a part of me that I don't really give enough attention, or I don't let it shine enough. Put it that way, shine enough. Is there? And it has taken me to take several steps in my life, so I recognize it throughout my life, but it's a part that I don't give enough credit for, but is a part of me, so I should embody that more.
Beautiful. And again, and you can share, by the way, the archetypes if you want. How do you relate with the fact that we were able to take something quite, it's a concept, right? The concept of an archetype and made it really real for your business. Again, don't give too much away, but
Yeah.
maybe give some inklings. How did we do that?
Well, there was a questionnaire, and it was very thorough, and I enjoyed answering all of the questions. And yeah, and then when I read the descriptions, I was like, yes, 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 and and that was great. Yeah.
And how is this impacting your business going forward?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I can definitely see that there are parts of me that I don't use enough, that I should use more, and that will really step up my business in a more empowered way, and it'll be a more fuller way, a fuller vision of me and of what I can offer. Because I know I can be the nurturer. That's one of my archetype, but I'm also the maverick, but then Murray doesn't shine a lot now, but I can give it more spotlight and just turn that up a little bit more.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, the Maverick can definitely. And for those of you that is not familiar with the Maverick is not some insensitive figure that it's going to go and smash through your business. It's rather the opposite. It's a very savvy, very, I said, empowered and on fire person that's going to use that fire to say, I'm going to do business slightly different. And this is why I said to Alessandra is clients, when they feel the maverick, they can be certain that they're going to get results with you because you've got that fire in your belly that it's really going to be there for your clients. You're going to look at things slightly different. So, there are many EFT practitioners, but the way you're going to be able to guide them through even this fact that you can work with young children, not everybody can do that. And so again, it's a way for your clients to say, she's going to get me no matter who I am, because the Maverick is not standard, like what do they say, cookie cutter type of thing, right? If you're square, you're gonna go with square. You're round, you're gonna go with round, and any shapes in between. So, with people that say, "Oh, Maverick," it's a beautiful, beautiful, strong archetype to have by your side and to really, I say, put the switch on. So I want to share that for people that might be listening and think, oh, archetype. No, no, it's very powerful. So, Alessandra, we're talking about working with me. So, how was your experience about working with me before, during, after?
It was great. It's great. I completely thoroughly loved it. From the calls that we had at the beginning, you were always very, very available. I know I needed a bit of extra help and support to take a decision, and then I did ask you, can we have another call? And you were very, very available to help me and support me, and then make me understand what was available. And then I made my decision, and you supported me all throughout. And then meeting in person was really lovely as well, and you waited for me, and it was great, and we had a lovely lunch together, and then everything. So you're very generous, and it was really nice. And then after the day itself, again, the support was amazing, really, really amazing. And you texted me throughout, and sometimes I texted you, and I thought, oh, I hope I'm not bothering her. But you were always happy to reply and support me. And yesterday you said to me, I'm rooting for you, I've got you. So that was really lovely to hear, because that's normally the kind of thing that I say to other, but I don't hear it back. So hearing it back from me for me was really lovely. So thank you.
Oh, I feel tearful already. I mean it. I mean it. I really mean it. So, if you had to pick a couple of words of the energy of Money Making VIP Day, what would be your word?
Oh, I've got sizzling coming in my head.
Beautiful, sizzling.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's like a
okay,
fizzy and possibilities bubbling up.
beautiful. And a final question, if people were to watch this and they're like, I'd like to work with Alex, but I'm not too sure. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have whatever. What would you say to them? What would you say to them if they said, what shall I do?
Yeah. Well, I would say just sit with it for a bit and let your inside decide, because I was a little bit dubious as well. I was like, oh, can I do it? Can I not? Blah 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 blah. But then speak to her, and she will be able to make you understand and make you feel comfortable. And she has many different options to help and support, payment wise or working wise. So if you feel the connection, I'm sure that you find a way to work together.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Any other feedback you'd like to share, Alessandra, before we?
I'm so happy that I've done my first VIP session in general. I've never done a VIP session, probably because I never felt worthy enough to dedicate a whole day to me. And so this was a big step for me, a big important investment in all area, time, financial, mental, and everything. And I'm so happy because it's a step up, towards
Yes,
what I want to be and
beautiful.
become. So
And the
thank you.
traveling as well. Remember, I
Yeah,
said we could do it on Zoom if you really wanted to, but the fact that you're saying, I'm going to travel there, that's part of your business decision. This is part of your
yeah,
being a business owner and say, I'm going to make that choice, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. And I had a lovely day in London, although it was raining, but it was still really lovely.
Beautiful. So, Alessandra, how could people connect with you?
So I am on Instagram and Facebook. Those are my main social medias. Or I have my website that has been recently redone, so that's quite pretty. And or people can get in touch with me via email. So if you go on my website, you'll find my email address there in all the pages. So just give me a shout and or send me a DM on social media if it's easier, and we can just have a chat and see if I can help and support you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you have anything trauma related, reach out to Alessandra. If you have anything money business related, reach out to me. Lots and lots of love. Thank you for
Thank
watching.
you.
If I can find that to stop the recording, that would be good. Stop recording.